Hey, what's going on, everybody? Will Haskins here. Just wanted to give a brief history of my medical stuff and health, just to kind of let everybody know, because I know from the outside I look like I'm pretty healthy. But let's get started from when I was born. I was born 3 months early. I was born 2 pounds. I think like 1 ounce is what my mom said, something like that. And then just as I grew up, had various like health problems. Probably a lot of it was from not drinking enough water, too much sugar, tea, stuff like that. But every time I'd stand up, I'd black out my eyes, sometimes fall to the floor from that. Went to the doctor several times. They didn't really know what was going on with me. Uh, then when I went into the military, the very first ruck march we ever did, I was at the front, and then all of a sudden my right knee had a very sharp pain. Excuse me, sorry. And so everybody started passing me. The drill sergeants, a couple of them came up to me and were yelling, telling me to hurry up, get going, but I literally could not move my right knee. And so eventually I was able to get it moving again, push through. Eventually it just went numb, stopped hurting completely. Later on, I found out that I tore the meniscus in it, pretty much all of it. There's like 3 pieces of meniscus, the cartilage in the knee, and so it's not gonna heal. It ground itself out, so just got like bone on bone action going on a lot of the times now. Tried cortisone shots, everything else. They put me on permanent profile, but then the Army transitioned. They had too many soldiers, didn't want people on permanent walking profiles, and I did not want to get a knee replacement every 10 years. So that's where that went. And so now occasionally it'll just stop working. So there's some photos of me in like Las Vegas or somewhere else. I had to ride the little cart at Walmart because I just couldn't walk at times. Never know when it's going to happen. Other times I'm perfectly fine. I can jog a little bit if I need to. Not going to do much more damage to it than I already have. So that's what happened with my right knee. Left one's starting to have problems now too, probably from compensating. Let's see. Then my shoulders. So dislocated both of them various times, doing pull-ups and combatives and just other random things, extending too far, and they popped out. What I didn't know was happening though is my tendons on both of them all went inside the sockets, and so they just ground the tendons to where there was nothing else, nothing left. That's called a slap tear. I didn't think much of it. Again, the military, they put me on profiles, but my chain of command didn't care about that, so I was still doing some stuff. Not trying to bash on them too much. They did promote me early up until I realized I had all these problems with me. So the shoulders, those are kind of a problem. This one's been fixed. Had 5 plastic screws put in there to attach the muscles back to it, so that's all good. This one I have not had the surgery because it took a whole year to get my range of motion back, and for like most of the year I couldn't go past right here. So a little nervous about the surgery, plus it was incredibly painful. Let's see. Then while I was doing everything, all the rucks, both in basic, AIT, we didn't have weapons in AIT, but my unit, I had the 249 Bravo, I believe that was what it's called. Please, it's been a while since I was in. And I had the spare barrel, which is like 15 pounds, so a huge like saw type gun, and I would carry that all the time. It actually was too much weight for me, I guess, and so my discs kind of compressed, and one was hemorrhaging or something like that. It was kind of trying to pop out, and so now I still have problems with that. So when I got out of the military, I just had all these pains, problems, used to dealing with it all the time, and I kept having a pain in my back and the flank, right flank here. So for about a year I kept putting up with it, and then eventually I was driving to work to Kansas City, Missouri, and it was like a 50-minute drive, and I had to pull over, felt like I was gonna throw up, so I went to the emergency room. They did a x-ray, and at the time they found a 1.4 centimeter kidney stone. So that was 2019, first kidney stone I had. And so they went in, they couldn't blast it or anything. They went in, lasered it, then 2021, I had another kidney stone. Same thing. It was like 1.5 centimeters this time. Had to go in, do the, put me under, go in through everywhere, laser it out, leave a stent in for 3 weeks. Then they don't put you back to sleep. So first and second time, didn't put me to sleep, kept me awake while they went back inside of me and pulled the stent out. Makes you never ever want to go, even with the pain from the kidney. The stone, trying to get out and can't get out. And then this year had another kidney stone, almost 2 centimeters. Only this time I'm not in the States, so it came out of pocket. So total cost has been about $7,000. They went in, lasered it, but this time they didn't clean out my kidney. They just took enough to do the analysis. And so it has like brushite, which makes it unable to be blasted, broken up with the little sound waves or whatever they do, and can't like dissolve it, I guess. So they have to go in and laser with the laser, blast it that way, take it out. Where was I going with this? I don't know. But anyway, so they do that, and they left the stent this time. They took out for enough to see what it is. They left the stent in there. So for 3 weeks I had a stent. Kept feeling like way worse than any stent I had before. And when they took the stent out for like 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks, just chunks of stone kept coming out every time I went to the bathroom. It was all right. Some of them were painful, some weren't. And then had to go to the emergency room again because I was in, I could feel like a piece of stone was trying to come out, but it got stuck in the tube from the kidney. And I guess it wasn't too big, only 4 millimeters is what they were saying. But there was 3 other pieces still stuck in there, pretty big, about the same size, but they're jagged, so they were like, I guess, irritating the kidney, maybe cutting it up, I don't know what. So it caused it to seize, and then that stone being stuck in there, in it getting seized up, just kept amplifying it. So I had to be on pain medication to get that down. I finally passed 1 out of the 4 stones so far, so 3 more to go. Otherwise I have to go back and have another procedure done, which I don't have the money for. But yeah, that's me. So basically my options for exercising are doing regular daily activities of like walking and everything else, and swimming, which I want to start doing more of. We have plenty of pools here, I just don't do it. So if you watch this video, I really appreciate it. Leave any comments if you want to know more. Let me know. My nerves, like pain and everything, is very messed up now. Just because I thought the pain I was going through is normal, and I've just been dealing with it. I don't want to get stuck on any kind of pain pills or anything else like that, so I just take it when I absolutely need to, and other than that, I deal with it. Alright, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.